Hello, friends. You can see I have a cat here who has decided to sit in the middle of my desk while I'm trying to play a video. Oh, look at this face. Look at her. Hold on. Hold on. Let's just angle that downward a little bit. Let's just... Hi, you. Hi. Alright. So we're traumatizing Shelly today? We're either traumatizing Shelly or we're going to get traumatized. Hi, Absol. Yes. Alright. So we just squeaked through. I don't know if I actually showed the team, but I think Lopunny was the only one left alive after Corey. Let's go talk to Corey first, because we didn't do this last week because we went a little bit overtime, because I got slapped by Corey like 3 times. Right, you're done. You've served me well, but now you're free. Get lost. I had to make that Marini overworld sprite just for this scene, for the record. Hey, Anamag. I don't know if that, emoji worked. Hello, water. That means you too. You're not special. Get a move on. I said get lost already. You're not wanted here anymore. With that out of the way, I won't be needing these anymore. Corey threw the Pokeballs away. I never wanted it to be this way. If I had had a choice, I never would have joined Team Meteor. I was cursed by my own luck. There was a ring with a single, brilliant ruby. I purchased it from a traveling merchant some time ago. I wonder who that could be. I was never one for jewelry myself, but it was the most dazzling ring I had ever seen. Also, fun fact, as far as writing and the mess here goes, because, like I said last stream, I only figured out the story as of meeting Heather in Malchus Forest. So when I mentioned the traveling merchant here, I'm pretty sure that mention existed in the first place. I didn't originally intend for that to be Radamus. I just kind of fit that together later. I sure hope he gets to live happily ever after. True. I was never one for jewelry myself, but it was the most dazzling ring I had ever seen. I decided that I would introduce that ring to what true beauty was. I promised it to my love. She accepted. But luck is never one-sided. Back then, I was happy. I was naive. Shortly after we married, my wife became pregnant. That was the beginning of the end. She did not survive Heather's birth. I was told that she died because of mechanical error during the delivery. Unlucky. But that wasn't all there was to the story. I would later learn that the doctor assigned to her had been dispatched by Team Meteor specifically to obtain that ring. So I found him. I carved for him regrets that he would not soon forget. And I seized the ring. But in the end I failed, because he had Heather. The ring for her life. But there were no promises there. Instead, I made a deal. My service for her safety. And as a bonus, I would keep the ring. To me, it was the last token of our happiness. Heather was the last joy we never got to share. And because of it now, she's gone. There's nothing left. I cannot return to Team Meteor. They believe I am a traitor. But I cannot turn against them since my identity has been revealed. If not to the police, then to that woman. She clearly knew who I was in the first place. And now I cannot even protect the one thing I sought to. One wrong move, and our lives will be wagered against each other's again. I won't let that happen. Amy, Heather has the ring. She will be hunted for it. Please, watch over her for me. And one more thing. Embedded underneath the jewel of the ring is a small data chip. In it, you'll find no small amount of information on Team Meteor, their projects, basis of operation. Consider it payment for the burden I leave you with. I no longer have the right to call myself her father. I wonder if I ever did. I've waited so long just to feel the wind on my cheek again. I wanted to go chasing the horizon with you one more time. Fly a little faster, darling. Just a little more, and I'd swear we could reach out and touch the moon. Wow, what a moron! Corey went from being your least favorite character to make me legit sad here. I'm super glad, yeah. I was very glad to be able to do this better. A few notes on that. Like, I've edited this thing a handful of times, and even reading through this now, there's a couple lines that I'm thinking I really would have liked to have made that a little bit quicker. Like we basically say the ring for her life twice, my service for her safety. There's no point in that redundancy. I feel like I could squish that down. So that's the kind of thing that I'm thinking about while I'm reading this. The change to his ending dialogue, by the way, that was something I realized. We talk about flying with Elena. Oh, that woman is I believe that's Lynn there, but I was thinking it very well could be Amaria as well. So that's fair ambiguity. Hey, this is better than my level meet you soon. Well, exactly. I wanted to change that and add some more details. So I'm like, okay, I want to have something more concrete here. That was part of my editing. And so I was happy for that. But I didn't realize at the time that I wrote that. It was before we actually chose the Chasing Celine name for our studio. And for those who don't know, Chasing Celine is the I think it was Greek name for Goddess of the Moon. So I wrote that and then forgot about that, and then independently came back to that same idea of chasing the moon around the horizon. So oops, I guess that's just something that resonates with me. But I definitely feel much better about it now. Also, with this line from Fern afterwards, this is something that I felt very strongly about. This has been here basically ever since episode 3, because my favorite movie is Girl Interrupted. I don't know if any of you have seen that, but there is a spoiler warning for the movie that came out like probably 2 decades ago by now. There is a scene where somebody kills themselves, and one of the other characters' reaction, she comes up the stairs and is literally just like, I forget her phrasing, but it's basically she's saying exactly this, and I love it. Like everybody hates her for it, and that's correct. It's supposed to be a little bit uncomfortable, but also true. I'm not saying that Fern is justified in saying this, and obviously because of what I talked about with Lithy a couple streams ago, I have a lot of feelings about the whole issue of suicide. But, like, a lot of people hate Fern for this, and I think that it's actually a little bit understandable. Just a little bit. I'm not trying to criticize anybody here, but it's definitely one of my favorite lines regardless. So I'm always glad when that's still feels a bit much to people. Like, I'm not saying this is justified, but I think that it might be understandable. Did that dumbwad really just throw himself off of Barrel Bridge? This might be a bit much. Sucker's gone for sure. And you're telling me that was Borealis? Looks like Meteor's agent is just a spot on a sidewalk now. To him, Corey was literally just a terrorist. That's true. You probably think I'm heartless, yeah? But he was still our enemy, remember? And this is just natural selection. So, some old terrorist goes crazy and throws himself off a bridge. Big deal. But if you're really so concerned about him, why not just go down and find him yourself? Look, he fell into the Lapis Ward, right below us. You can get there just going north from Opal Bridge. I mean, I don't see the point, but whatever. What the hell was that? I mean, Fern was not meant to be liked, that's true. I think that a lot of people would not agree that it ruins any attempt to redeem him for later, but I also think that you're super justified in feeling that way, and I feel like the diversity of those opinions is kind of a win in my book. Love to hate him, exactly. Yo, Amy, look over there. That's a huge plume of smoke. I think it's coming from north of City Award. Something's going down, and I'm gonna find out what it is. Later, loser. Alright, so as of E19, if you, this came up a couple times before, the Cory Death Sing is optional. If you get out here, without seeing the bridge sing, then you'll hear the same explosion and everything will proceed as normal. Because I realized that you don't actually have to go watch that for the story to still make sense. What am I doing? Man, these bitch-ass cops won't even let us through. Yeah, there was a terrorist threat, I get it. But they should be accepting help from the people to deal with it. If they could do it on their own, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. They're too tripped up on their own power and policies to even see that. That right there is why the bad guys keep getting away, because no one on our side has the backbone to stop them. I guess they're not ready for people of my caliber. There's another gym in the Lapis Ward, so I'm gonna get ready to bust it in. Later, loser. There wasn't a sing here before, like not an actual sing with Fern, when, before E19, right? I remember feeling like really awkward about trying to get the flow of events between Cory and, on a broader scope, Shade, actually. But also just this part, trying to get that to flow out better and like making it so you can't just go to the stairway right away. That took some effort. Let's just take a gander over here real quick. Okay, one of these buildings is currently crammed full of old men. Can't you enter the club anytime way later? Way later, yes. I could modify computer clock, but I don't really want to do that on stream. Just in case that messes with anything. Let me see if I can find that building still. Ah, yes, here we go. Here, I'm just gonna click over to this real quick. Let's do... You can see there's just a room full of a bunch of old men here. This was an interior to one of these buildings that was previously accessible, but is no longer. So the reason for that is because I, for some reason, decided back in the ancient era that it would be a good idea to just lore dump. I don't know why I felt like I needed to do that. I think a lot of it was based on the map and stuff that I didn't figure was really ever going to come up in game. Yeah, the old white dudes stuffed in buildings, yeah. So those guys, it was like the history and geography of the region, of each ward and like area, and super boring, which is why I removed it. But yeah, if you look in the game files, you'll still just find all of those men sealed in a building, and I removed the door. So they're all suffocating in there. That's the headcanon now. Somebody let them out? No. And this is a new house for 19. So my roommate said she was gonna convert our place into a streamer house. Naturally, I thought she meant online streaming. In retrospect, this was foolish of me. Sandy, what the hell? Then we're not gonna hear about her for another 12 episodes. Hey, Saphira. What the hell do I do for your voice? I sure don't know. Today's your birthday. You can finally escape. Be strong. Vengeance will be ours. Oh. Excuse me. Now that I'm done developing Reborn, how do I feel towards the project as a whole? There's still some things that I would have liked to have been able to do or spend more time on, or wish that I had done better from the outset. But I am also just really proud of, like, the amount of work and scope that we managed to actually fill out. Like this is a project with a ridiculous, absolutely infeasible scope, right? But we still did it. And I'm glad that a lot of people have enjoyed it. I'm really proud of it being such a community-centric What am I doing? Yeah, sure. A community-centric project. There are some things that I would have liked to have done better, but I'm really happy with it, and I also kind of don't want to ever touch it again. I want to do other things now. So here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. We're going to go over the interviews and the profiles, and nothing else. And then, because I didn't think of this before, we'll go back and read the previous ones, because some of them can be kind of fun. And then you guys help me keep up with them between each badge going forward. And great, fantastic. A special report from the Investigation Squad. Okay, so the Investigation Squad. This is something that's actually also a past community reference, because back in 2010, for the Online League, one of the first cases of people really taking an active interest in the online leaders as characters was because they wanted to get like backstory out of the leaders or whatever, and so a few of the forum members made a thread and wanted to, like, you know, they were coordinating their efforts to talk to and get more information out from each of the leaders, and they called themselves the Investigation Squad. Siwak, I think probably you've found that thread already, I assume. If not, you might be interested in doing so. Hi Hugo, thank you so much. Why are my sounds still not working for the grr? It is supposed to monitor screams. Wait, I'm gonna scroll down here. Maybe I can catch that and see if that's working at all. It's archived? Fantastic, yeah. So Siwak knows this. That was actually just a forum thing. Anyway. Yo, Reborn City, what's up? We're here with the Reborn Rundown, giving you a look at the leaders of the Reborn League. I'm your host, DJ Arclight, now on air. Let's talk about Shelly, leader of the Lapis Ward. She's a timid soul with a passion for reading and knowledge. Wait, though. Why is it the Investigation Squad of Arclights talking? I'm about to take psychic damage, just so you know. It used to be no one, and now it's Arclight. But it used to be the Investigation Squad, but now that it's Arclight, it shouldn't be the Investigation Squad, right? She's a timid soul with a passion for reading and knowledge. In fact, it's rare to see the girl without her nose on a book, but it's paid off in spades. All that studying means that she knows just what kind of tune to have her bug types play in any battle. Shelly herself prefers double battles, using rain to cover her weaknesses and overwhelm the opponent. Her signature Pokémon, Lumize and Volbeat, are the prelude and finale each to her tactical advantages. So, if you find yourself facing the bookworm, focus down her supports right away. That's all for now, but remember, trainers, keep fighting with everything you've got. Hold your spirits high, and even you can defeat the Reborn League. Yeah, so Shelly's ace has always been intended to be... Fucking which is it? Which is the boy one? Is it Volbeat? It's Volbeat, right? It's meant to be Volbeat. But in practice, it's always Yanmega. And I really should have stopped trying to make Volbeat happen. Shelly originally being single battles was a surprise. Yeah, I was going to talk about that later, actually. Her original strategy was having Volbeat Prankster Tail Glow Baton Pass +3 special attack to the speed boost Yanmega. And some other things on our team if it turned out, like Gensect, Volcarona, stuff like that. Hi, Alkern, welcome. Glad to hear that. Yeah, so she was originally a Baton Pass trainer in singles. And I didn't trust the AI to do that at the start of Essentials, so I went with this strategy. The rain strategy is something she also sometimes did, but it wasn't quite so much her strategy. But that became more tied to her, so I didn't want to change it later, even once we did fix the AI and had it good enough that it probably could pull off that strategy. That's kind of one of the few things that one of the few strategies from the Online League that I lament that we couldn't get in game, or didn't. So now that I've taken psychic damage, Lisa, that was the profile, right? We'll read the interview. Gossip Gardevore's interview intermission. Hello, Gossip Gardevoir here at Interview Intermission, bringing you the inside scoop on Reborn celebrity figures. Wait, hold on, did that just introduce it twice? Today we have a special report with Tara, the Reborn ground leader. Tara, can you Oh god, I wasn't emotionally ready for this either. Roar! Yes, but can you... Hi, how you doing, everybody? No, wait, let me do that again. Hey, baby, how you doing? What's up, Reborn? I hardly think this makes for a pro... I'll tell you what's up. What's up is me, Terra and yo Nates all day long. I think the Terranator thing didn't really get in-game. That might have been more of a community joke. We won't worry about that. Also, I'm so scared that I've just woken up Cass like this. Hi, Plantosaurus. Yes, I made this game. This is a Dev Commentary LP. To ASMR. Terra ASMR. Terra gently whispers in your weems in your ear for 13 hours. Oh god. Terra, do contain yourself. Please do not pelvic thrust the camera. That's not what yo mama said last night. What, are you really? Right! Thou shalt be smitedest with the mallet of eternal doom. Terra, smash! Rah! Keep breaking noises. We're sorry, we are currently experiencing some technical difficulties. That's all in today's interview intermission. Until next time. Oh no, Terra inflicts so much psychic damage to me. I don't know, I wanted to get everybody introduced and at least sing as early as possible. And I think now the latest one are the circus people. So it was probably them that I was thinking of. Thank you for the sub, Bleach. Welcome. I really hope I didn't wake Cass up with that. Wasn't Blake only as early as the circus? Yeah, but he's now in that Beartic, so we got that. Did anyone ever attempt a no font playthrough? I actually don't know if anyone has. That password does exist, but I don't think I've heard of people doing that yet for sure. I'd be surprised if they hadn't. Given people are insane. Okay, so that was the current interviews. Let's go through and read the ones that I missed before. So this is the TV event, actually. We can take a look at this here. It's kind of like riding a roller coaster with the way it bounces up and forth, because this is just a huge nest of conditionals. There are definitely more efficient ways to do this in code, but RPG Maker eventing is a little bit restricting, so it's set up this way. I would probably just do this in code these days. But what this does is, once you choose the channel, it sets it up here, and then it sets a variable, and then the variable redirects you to a different common event after setting a different variable, and those common events are stored down here, which is where all the text is. So, let's start with the profiles. Let's talk about Julia, the Peridot Ward Leader. Julia's a bombastic battling babe bursting into the battling scene after having graduated from the Onyx Trainer School. With a history of leading Pokémon and cheerleading teams alike, NA Challenger has promised an exciting battle against her. Her electric types fall right in line with this, beating down her competitors with a barrage of her signature boomies. Sonic boom and explosion attacks form the chorus of her routine, so any trainers planning to take her on should be ready to take some hits. Take particular care with her Electrode, whose lightning fast speed and set damage takes the battle to a crescendo in a blink. And that mattered a lot more in Gen 4 when Electrode was actually one of the fastest Pokemon still and not outclassed by so many others. The barrage of her signature boomies! Don't... Marcello! Bad. Spray bottle. Shh. Actually, okay, so now that I'm looking at these, the early ones here don't really have a whole lot of extra information. Desert Rose, Fagging Style, Flare Florenia. Okay, here, this one changed as of V19, I assume. Today we're going to be taking a break from our usual program to dive into some history. Specifically, we'll be looking at the now retired Poison Gym leader of an era past, Cory Molinar. An older man with more derision than a grandma at a metal show, this former star pours on thick with the pessimism. Not a whole lot is known about the man, except he appears to have some training as a pharmacist and works in cooperation with Reborn City police, supplying valuable forensic chemicals and advice. Here's a scoop, though. Some residents of the Barrel Ward, where he's known to live, report him frequently visiting and spending hours at the nearby cemetery. But who could that be for? Even I'm not sure. If you ask me, someone ought to go smack a smile into him. Life's too short to be moping around all the time, you know. Trainers, should you find yourself in a chance battle against the old leader, be careful. His Crobat is a speed demon, and its attacks are no laughing matter. Take special care not to let it set up by keeping pressure on with status moves or hard hits. Perseverance will always win the day in the face of pessimism. I'm surprised at how many people never read these. I guess I shouldn't be, but I kind of am. Okay, and then that catches us up on those. So we only missed a few of these. All right, this is the interview with Gardevoir and Bennett. Today we've got a special report with Bennett Vauclain, a studious, slightly annoying, especially awkward, up-and-coming bug-type trainer. Hello, Bennett. Tell us, what... Gardevoir, what are you doing in my room? It's an interview. Just go with it. Wait, is this live? Sure is. Bennett, tell us how... Okay, no, please get out of my room. I am trying to study here. This is an invasion of privacy. Oh, studying. And what? Go. I'll tell Mom on you, Gardevoir. Insolent! How dare you threaten me, the great gossip slam! Did you just slam that in my face? Bennett? Ooh, when I get off there, I am going to... In fact... And that's all for this time's interview intermission. And then Samson and Gardevoir. Today we've got a special report with Samson, the Agate Circus Strongman. Mr. Samson, would you like to tell us a bit about yourself? No thanks. Oh, come on, just one teensy-weensy fact, please. Nah. I said please. Honestly, how much longer are you going to hold up the show? Nothing personal. I just save that sort of stuff for the ladies. No offense to you. Not really into the whole poke-bestiality thing. Incidentally, Samson is the fighting leader for the Reborn League. That means if I were to throw a psychic attack in his face, it would be super effective. And dear Samson, that's exactly what's going to happen if you don't tell us something about yourself right now. Thank you for the follow, Planta. One fact and you go away? Yep. Anything? Anything. Fine. One fact about me is that I am currently telling one single arbitrary fact to a camera. Later. And that's the end. And then that is... Oh, Shade and Gardevoir, like we said. Today we've got a special report with Shade, Reborn's ghost gym leader. Mr. Shade, could you tell us what you do when you're not conducting your gym battles? Yes, right. Do you have any particular hobbies or aspirations? Maybe an old childhood? Wait, did you even have a childhood? Are you dead or alive? I knew this would happen. Look, Shade Thingy, Luma really likes you. So I don't want to have to... Do they who sleep before the screen, glazing words and counting sheep, find the seer of the unseen, deliver her from flatline creep. What did you... Hey, where did he go? He was just here a second ago. Did he run off? Ugh. Did I already fight everybody in Lapis? I was kind of hoping I would get more XP from Psylocke for that. Oh god, and we gotta do Cal here too. What is... Shelly, I'm telling you, go back inside right now. What Seriously, look away. Yeah. What the hell was this guy thinking? Cal? There's, someone up there. Eclipse reporting. Agent Borealis confirmed deceased. Hey! What the hell do you chumps think you're doing here? Get out of here! And I bet we've figured out why Canis Minor wasn't coming in. Mind your company? Who are you guys? You're not the ones who hurt this person? As if. That was our after shush. Good girls should know their place and stay in it. If you don't, well, that's how you end up like him. What the fuck are you saying? You want a goddamn fight? Get down here and we'll see if you're still that mouthy after I'm done with you. You know, I don't think I will. Come on, Aster, we're done here. Right, let's get back to the stairway stat. Shut up, Aster. The stairway? You fully missed that King is minor line last time you played. Nice, yeah. I was hoping that, yeah, a lot of people wouldn't pick that up on the first time through, even if they'd played the old version. Never show horror stuff to child or they will be traumatized for years. I mean, I feel like as long as it's their choice to see it. You just noticed that the Good Girls quote comes back later as well. Yes, that was also one of the things that I wanted to do when I edited this thing. Because Eclipse eats those words with a silver spoon. The stairway? That was you guys? No, a Sunkern did it. Of course it was us. Tell them everything, why don't you? Well, okay. So apparently underneath the stairway there's a— That was sarcasm, you idiot! Come on! So it was. Right. Yeah, run away, chumps! Shelly, you good? Yeah, just— When did he get there? What? Hey, what the hell? Oh, it's just Shade. What do you want, Shade? What the hell are you? You that stupid ghost leader I heard about? You think this is funny, scaring a little girl like that? He's making it disappear? Creep. Let's go inside. Looks like there's only freaks and weirdos out tonight. Okay. Hey, you got a problem, chump? And what's your name? Amy, huh? Pfft. Step aside, Amy. Unless you have business. And you don't. Gym's closed right now. Amy? I'm sorry for for this. He's not a bad person. But if you come by later, I'll do my best. So Shelly's quirk with her stutter is, in addition to having a normal stutter, she also tends to repeat words specifically. And I tried to sneak that in as much as possible, where we have but separate, but I'll. There's a lot of cases like that where she just ends up saying the same word twice. Shelly used to show chill around, so I figured that as of being a gym leader, and as of the E19 changes, yeah, she probably has met Shade before. So she's a lot less scared of him than she was in E18. I'm not that strong, but... Shelly, come on! It's not safe here with all these chumps out here. Yeah. Sorry, Amy. Sorry, I'm coming. The chumps thing, back in the online league days, chump was kind of his go-to word, and oaf was kind of Blake's word. Blake made that increasingly silly and ridiculous. Cal's was always just kind of cringy, so I didn't originally include that in the game anywhere because we didn't see this version of Cal. But here, we want him to be a little bit cringy, so we are chumping it up. Hey, Amy. I thought I saw you through all the commotion. What was that all about? I've seen guys erupt at nothing, but not like that. Anyway, I'm glad to see you in one piece after that whole debacle at Rosicrucian. My fight ended up leading me away though, so I had no idea where you went. As long as you're safe. I've been looking for Heather ever since then, but there hasn't been a sign of her. I'm pretty worried. So, listen, you heard about that explosion in North Obsidia? I thought maybe she'd investigate it, so I was staking it out. Then, just a moment ago, I saw a couple of figures run out from the back of the stairway when the cops weren't looking. They ran here, and following them led me to you. Is there something you should be telling me, Amy? I forget if this is a relationship point either way, but I'm just gonna say yes. Secretly, you were on the evil team all along? Well, some people find a certain charm in that too. This is Shelly's gym, right? Heather said she was friends with Shelly too, right? But it looks like they're locked up tight for now. And Team Meteor is clearly doing something to the Grand Stairway. And the cops won't let us get anywhere near it, even after I told them what I saw. Say, if I were to create a diversion, you could sneak in, right? Whatever they're up to can't be any good, and it seems like the quickest way to deal with it. I'll meet you down by the police line. Being gay and doing crime, that's what I call a dang good time. There you are. Do you ever sort of make your own formula for how to write characters in this game? A lot of the characters just kind of happened here. The awkward part about the characters in this is that for the online league, I originally made the characters to be simple and straightforward enough that their personality could be contributed within the like standard 5-line Gen 5 inspired, you know, you've got the quote that happens after you first take damage, you've got the quote that happens after you first knock out the Pokemon, you've got the one left quote, and then the victory and loss quote, and of course the start of the battle quote. But like I originally wrote the characters to be clearly communicable within those standard set quotes enough. And then the process of making a game of that was like, okay, how do we expand characters that were intentionally this shallow and caricaturized into actually interesting.
Just make them water.
And for Terra, that was the answer.
Cool.
And actually answering characters.
Great writing, hon. Really knocked it out of the park.
Thanks, Ailey. Yes, so if you talk to Kane to the point of him getting arrested without going ahead while he's trying to create the diversion for you, you do lose points. So I'm gonna save and we'll talk to him and see that dialogue because it's funny. But you do lose points for it. It's not that much, I think. It's just a couple, maybe. There you are. As soon as I distract this guy, make a break for it. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep his attention. You ready? Right on. Man, he's not even that cute. Well, whatever. Maybe it'll make this work better. Imagine being a character in Reborn and having an older male family member that isn't terrible.
Imagine being in life and having an older male character who isn't terrible.
Yeah, actually, that's just true. Hello, excuse me? Not right now, son. We're busy. I'm sorry, but I need to report a crime. What, with all this happening, what kind of crime is it? I was struck. Who did this to you? When? Should I really say here? Someone might be watching. Well, I can't leave this post. Here, step aside with me. Why don't you tell me exactly what happened, son? Well, like I said, I was struck by your stunning good looks. I beg your pardon? Okay, so we're gonna save there, and we'll just talk to this guy a couple times, and we'll reset, so we don't lose the relationship points.
I can't believe you're scumming relationship.
I know, so true. Sorry. It was just a joke. The truth is, I'm a bit lost. Lost? Ain't you from around here? Oh, no, I grew up not too far outside the city, but I couldn't help but be lost in your eyes. Son, if you don't have a real crime to report, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Okay, sorry. I've been dancing around it because I'm nervous. The truth is, it's a crime how attractive you are. Son? I'm gonna have to ask you to head on home. Oh, that's okay. Because I can't help but feel that my home is in your arms. What exactly are you trying to do here? What I'm trying to do? You. Isn't that obvious? I'm gonna have to write you up. Ooh, breaking out the handcuffs, are we? Son, you know I can classify this as sexual harassment, right? Okay. Joke's over.
Harassment?
Harassment? Some people pronounce it that way, and it drives me crazy.
Alright.
Joke's over. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable for real, sir. Truth is, my friend put me up to this as a dare. Uh-huh. I'm gonna need you to stick around while I take down your information. We haven't died to Shelly yet. We haven't gotten there yet. But I'm sure that number will certainly start ticking up by the end of the stream. Kane LaRue. And what's your home address? I don't have one. No joke, officer. Oh boy, this is gonna be complicated. So I believe you start losing points at the dare situation because King is just sitting there watching you, like, get into this situation. He's trying to stall for you to walk forward. So this is one of the first dungeons that I didn't actually feel the need to remake when it came to E19 in the early updates. So we'll just take a quick tour around here and hopefully get some EXP from... Wow, never mind, I don't want any of that. Hopefully get some EXP from some of these Pokemon. Do you have... What's your speed right now? 40. Ugh. I want to get my water type out in front to get us some XP. Let's do Vulpix for the ice against ground. Yeah. The tile set here was, yeah, the color was just slightly shifted to be darker, but the layout didn't change beyond that. I felt like this is already a decently good layout. There's a tile layer behind that ladder. But yeah, I just wanted to shift this to be darker and feel a little bit more cohesive. And I didn't really feel like it needed anything else. So you weren't going crazy last week when you saw that. You, in fact, were not going crazy. Alright, first thing to get over here. That. And we'll just make a couple loops. And then there's this guy. Hello, yes, you are a mining. I too am a mining. There are many stone. Stone pretty. Evolve many Pokémons. Telling me, friend, which stone is the best to be mining? So this is added for if you start with... That's what his dialogue is!
Yeah, and you wrote it.
I cannot... You can't prove that.
You live here.
That's true. But does that mean you can prove that?
Probably. It's probably
This guy's here since C19. Why did I make him sound like the Swedish chef? I just thought it would be funny. It just sounds fun. I just think it's interesting. It's fun. So this guy's here if you use the Eevee or Vulpix passwords. So they give you a stone so that you can actually evolve your starter around the same time, regardless of what you're going for, as other starters that will be evolving by Shelly. So we will get our ice stone for Vulpix. Ah, that is the best stone? Okay, I am believing you. Thank you for doing me a knowledge trainer. He is a learn flower.
Yeah, what are you saying?
You may take this as a thank. A good day you are having.
Are you about to get a good Pokemon?
So I was looking at this before. Leaf Stone and Ice Stone, yes, they do work on Eevee. We made that happen. Why does he speak like one of those heckin' doggo memes? Maybe he is a doggo. Maybe hiker guy is a dog.
Oh god.
Does the Thunderstone work on Magnemite and Nose Pastime? Is that a Generate change as well? I don't know that we did that. That doesn't sound familiar to me. So it might have been just an Eevee change. Okay, so if I wait, so Blizzard I can get through TM later. Ice Beam I can get through TM in 3 years. So I feel like I really want to get Ice Beam before I evolve Vulpix. Anyway, the Unknown here give really good XP for this part of the game. So usually what I would do is just grind up here and then Light Shard and then fight everything. I would grind to exhaustion and then do it. But I'm not gonna do that on stream. Greetings, trainer. Tell me something. Did you, as a citizen of this city, have any inkling of this place beneath it? Don't forget to cast a shiny unknown. I'll be sure to do that. I suspect not. After all, most people don't. They are ignorant to the centuries of history right beneath their calloused feet. And do you know, trainer, what is beyond that gate? I will tell you. It is the very core of Reborn. This is a sacred place. A place from where the world began. March, I will slap you. Why are you making wink wonk weary at Mr. Samuel Oleris? Beyond this gate is another gate, true. So tell me, trainer, how insolent, how utterly ignorant must one be to build such a wretched city right over such a precious holy land? For that is Reborn, the city of insolence. Ironically, they built it from the symbols of that which it includes. Ruby, the seal of pain. Sapphire, the seal of love. Emerald, the seal of faith. And Amethyst, seal of the beyond. Each one is a key. When the four are brought together, Reborn's true power, its sacred right, will be restored. We will be rid of this malignant junkyard, and beauty can be restored to the world. You will walk away safely. Your friend, too. She is here, and with Borealis gone, there's little point in keeping her. Do as you will to the fool guards who keep her. I have but one request. When you leave, take this place with you.
In your bag?
Yeah.
I knew that the bags had like infinite storage capabilities, but this seems a little extreme.
Share this place with the world. Remind them. This world which they have undone will itself be their undoing.
You ever thought about the fact that you can just fit a bike into there?
I think it's supposed to be collapsible, but yeah, that's true.
You ever thought about the fact that you're supposed to fit a mining kit in there?
The entire pickaxe in your bag. What's the time frame on when it was covered up? Yeah, it was just a generation ago, but the city had been abandoned before then, like for the most part. So it's just a hashtag fake news, you know? You know how that is. What was the plan for the gate that was in Barrel Cave? Let me see. It was definitely some kind of legendary, but I think I might still have it in my notes what that was supposed to be.
And you know, some special crazies will even fit 3 fishing poles in there.
That's true. Solaris quoting the Reborn Bible there. Frankly, there is a Reborn Bible at Sanctum, but I don't think he is quoting it. Do the meanings of each key and color embody the characters they originally belong to? Arguably who they belong to and who they end up with. But generally, yes. Yeah, so the areas that they ended up in post-game didn't exactly match my original notes because we figured stuff out in a lot more detail once we actually got there. Originally, the Barrel Cave door was going to be for Shaman. Oh yeah, like this insignia wasn't always here, but when I made this area, it was always the plan to be teleported down here at the end of the Champion Hall. Like the thing that Lynn does with Abra, that was always the plan. Okay, so we are leading Solrock and Lunatone, right? So we have Feint Attack for that. This should not be in the start. It doesn't have a Psychic move, right? Oh wait, this is with Victoria. I can just start with Ursa Ring, that's fine. Hey, what are you doing here? Obviously she followed us. Amy, is it really you? And the boss just walked right past you? Told you we shouldn't count on him for anything. So much for the family. Fine, we'll just have to capture you ourselves. I don't think so. You stay quiet, Missy. Make me. You just beat Victory Road last night? Oh, so you're almost there. Okay. Well, I'll try to be at least a little bit more mindful, but like Cass said, this stuff comes up a lot. So I don't know, just as long as you know that you're in a war zone.
Yeah, spoiler alert, all my dies.
Oh, we went for Lunatone. Really appreciated that hypnosis misses.
She's so fluffy. She's a fluffy baby child.
She is. Okay, Seawek holding up like a champ. Through all these rock slides. Like in rock? Okay. I expect to not get anything done this turn. So we are just going to get killed. Yep. Alright. Let's see if we can get this Lycan Rock out of here. I think we can. I think we just kill it, if I don't miss. That was actually kind of a nice fake out. I appreciate that. Alright, and then we just pop. I'm going to have defeated this with 2 Pokemon. This is way easier than I thought. I was worried about this. Yes, the Spirit Champions are 100% the actual online league winners. Okay. That was super easy. What just happened? Are you kidding me? Seriously? Who let her keep her Pokemon? I didn't even think about it. Half of them were rain teams? Yeah, that's Gen 5 for ya. I've had them the whole time. Borealis never took them from me. He told me to keep them and wait for the right moment. I've been training in secret for this moment this whole time. Oh my god. Even after death, the old man is a pain in our necks. Even after what? Forget it. Just go. Obviously, it's not like the boss cares either. But don't expect us to let you go so easily next time. We'll be leaving now, but hey, just because you beat us doesn't mean you won. Ta-ta. I guess that's that. Don't worry, I'm not hurt or anything. Both of them, Borealis and their leader, treated me quite humanely. And now Borealis is dead? Aurora Veil was Gen 7, I believe. Wasn't he on their side? I don't understand. All the leader did was talk to me about that gate up there. And how, in order to start the Reborn League, I may plaster all over it. Like some kind of holy site? SMH. Ame sounds like a huge bitch. Who would do that?
I agree.
It just doesn't sound right, but maybe this is just some kind of propaganda? I don't get it. But I'm not just going to stand by and let them do whatever they want. Before anything, let's get out of here. I can probably find the way out myself, but yeah, let's go together. Sounds great. I can't wait to get some air. Alright, are we healed? We are healed. Let's go ahead and put Swallow in the front for this fight. This series of fights, because that will be good against both Fern and Victoria. Is there a story quirkiness to those flickers, fractal sprites on the walls of the final floor of the cave? It's just energy pulsing from the city. That's all it is. That would look cool. I don't like that you called Gen 5 the wettest gen. Like, you're correct, but could you use a different adjective? And here we are again. When I face this way and look out over the lake, I can see the academy from here. That's my home. It's like nothing's changed. And then just behind me, a bomb site. Surreal. And what have I done? I teamed up with you to stop Team Meteor before and was immediately captured like some useless damsel. I don't accept that. Amy, you have my heartfelt gratitude for giving me a chance to break free. Battle me. I need to learn and grow much stronger if I'm ever going to make a real difference here. Are you up for it? Great.
Trying to get destroyed by Victoria 3.
Hey! Oh god. I forgot Victoria 2 did this to me. This is also Victoria's, like, not counting Devonix where she's forced into it, this is the only time that Victoria forces you to fight anymore. In full force and fury, I'll show you the fervor of the Apophel Academy fighting style. Because I felt like this could be optional too, but I really didn't want to make literally all of her battles optional, because that felt really weird, even though in the scenario it kind of makes sense for them to be. This gauntlet is surprisingly hard. Yeah.
Oh, good.
You were stuck in this for so long? Uh-oh.
Oh, good.
I'm in trouble. Do we have Limber or Klutz? Cute Charm, right. Darn. Let's do this. Victoria is my IRL girlfriend.
That was a painful fake out. Damn.
That wasn't... What did you do?
That hurt. Oh man. Oh, you're fucked. Oh, you're gonna get fucked by Pikachu. Pikachu's gonna fuck you. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
It would have been really funny. I'll give it HP fire, he'll fuck you.
This is the thing that does it.
Oh shit, your attack is dropped.
Oh
what are
shit,
you gonna
my
do?
attack. Okay, that's fine. We can take it. Yeah, no problem. No problem. No problem. We're gonna wait. We're gonna see if we can wait until level 42 to evolve Vulpix for Blizzard. I outspeed, right? Surely, 100%. Yeah. We just slap. We do be slapping.
Okay, so you're gonna make it.
Did you know when one's back is against the wall, that's when they're at their strongest?
Yeah, not with the Curlia.
Not with the Curlia. Not with the Curlia. Okay. Good. Thank you for the lesson. I can't say I'm not a little disappointed that I don't measure up better. But then I haven't exactly been training in ideal circumstances lately. No, I can't get Protect yet. Because we're streaming during the day here, and the nightclub is only open at night for now. Thanks for taking the time for... Yawn! That was one lame display on both your parts. Really? Pretty sure I could have done better in my sleep. I don't believe we've met. That's your loss. Name's Fern. Cool cat, top dog, you know how it is. You may be easy in battle, but you're easier on the eyes. Excuse me? Yeah, fun fact, until this thing, like in E18's, storyline, Victoria and Fern never met or interacted. This remake was the first time that they ever had any screen time together.
Can't believe that E19 is just E18 remake. Can't wait for E18 Wintergreen.
Oh god. Excuse me? Oh, come on, smile. It's a compliment, lady. Will you say we hang out sometime? Just you and me. Yeah, I don't think so. Your loss. Can't imagine you get too much attention over that giant forehead of yours. If you keep talking, you're gonna regret it. Oh, I'm so scared of some bitch who just got swept by a scrub like Amy. Amy, you know this guy? She's kind of been my wingman once or twice, but that's it. Oh, so you won't really mind if I knock his lights out. So the facing is super awkward there because you can initiate this thing from any of 4 directions, and that made which way Victoria needs to turn super awkward in several places. Like you could. Tell you what, I'm on one hell of a win streak right now. Just got my 3rd badge, like taking candy from a baby. That twerp leader was crying like one by the end of it, too. Yeah, Fern absolutely is one of those guys. Just give Fern a high five in the face with your fist, that's true. What an embarrassment. If even people like Shelly can be gym leaders, no wonder the Flowbot got in. Anyway, Amy, will you say we have a rematch? I think we're past due, and this girl isn't worth my time. Didn't you just ask me out like 30 seconds ago? Out of pity. Sure, go ahead. Better Amy fights you before I do something you'll really regret. Here, let me heal your team first. Victoria's character went from won't let you fight people to victim of harassment in the update. Like, I guess that is true here, but she also did have those, with her slum battle outside in E18, she does mention having been bothered by the guys in there in the first place. Just now we see it on screen too. Does Victoria get to punch him or only Tanya? I think Victoria only gets to punch meteors. Kick his entire ass for me, okay? As if you can. Okay, so not the best start could have had. But I think if we switch this in, then we can at least, yeah, just Giga Drain and get this guy out of the sky. Victoria should get to punch many people as a treat. Who are you? I'm you, but stronger. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. Please outspeed. Great. This is problematic. I think maybe I outspeed and kill with return. Ooh. Quick attack, kill? Okay, safe, safe, safe. Aqua Tail. Yeah, sure. Is Golduck's not a physical attacker, is it? But it's 90. I'll take it over Screech. I'm never gonna use Screech. Oh, bye. You stepped into the wrong... Bye! Okay, Lissa really carrying me here. I don't think I want to hit KO with return, so I'm going to do that and then take the death. Oh god, I don't even 2-hit KO. What? Does Dartrix 1-hit KO Vulpix? Maybe not? Oh, I outspeed. Great, easy. Noob. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Lopunny is just too strong. Where's your big mouth now? Aim only one because they fight cheap. But go off, I guess. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Best Golduck set is Special Calm Mind. I don't know about that. I don't know about Calm Mind for that. Paltry tricks and pot shots are only going to get you so far in the league. When you zero out and have to spend your time hanging out with bottom feeders like her, I'll be looking down from the champion seat. Smell you later, losers. Yeah, I bet you're just going to turn tail and run after saying all that stuff. You don't have either the integrity or the spine to stick around after saying it. You're all hot air and big words anyway. What a prick! Okay, no, this is unbecoming. Simple breathing exercises. In and out. There's no point to anger. It only causes one to lose control over themselves. I'm sorry about all that. If I had known someone like him was going to come along, I would have never held you up here. As I was going to say before, I wanted to thank you for your time and energy by giving you this. Hey, Victoria, want to remember that line for the next 100 episodes? True. But maybe it's more of an apology by now. You'll need Shelly's gym badge to use that outside of battle, though. Truthfully, I'm a little worried about her based on what that guy said. She was crying? I'm going to go clean up, and then I think I'll drop by to check on her, just in case. My forehead isn't even that big. Jeez. Oh, so that was also, for those of you who weren't around for E18 before, her forehead on her Versus sprite used to be a little bit ridiculous. This was something that people in actuality made fun of her for, and I mostly fixed it by now. Like, it's still, but it's fine. This is the Savage guy, by the way. We can read this story. Trainer, have you heard the legend of the Savage? Would you like to? The story is about one of Reborn's most infamous gym leaders, Shade. There was once a challenger of the online league. Sorry, I didn't mean to say online league. There was once a challenger of the league whose real name has since been forgotten. This person was a fierce battler, without a doubt. He had already acquired several badges when he made his first challenge to Shade. He lost. This is not uncommon, as any Reborn leader is sure to put up a fight. So they had a rematch. He lost again, and again, and again. Although the reason should not be presumed, the more he fought and lost to Shade, the more hysterical he seemed to become. He would stumble out of the gym, gasping for air, between bouts of unceasing laughter. Hey, Pyro, glad you can make it. Bye, March. As his failure continued, so did his madness. It was during this time that the locals began calling the frantic soul Savage. Laughter soon turned to silence. Silence turned to a creeping smirk. That smirk turned into a pale grin seething with violence. and he never spoke after that, except sparingly in the form of cryptic riddles, just like Shade himself. Whatever the reason behind this story is, we might never know, but I assure you, every word of it is true. As for the Savage, he did eventually beat Shade, but even his victory did not restore his twisted personality to as it was before. I am not sure whatever became of him. It's possible he's still facing down the league, even now. Bye, Mag. But whatever the case is, he is, and likely always will be, more Shade than man. Okay, so like I said before, that was just an actual story of a thing that happened in the online league. Savage was one of our mods, and in addition to that, he was... I forget on if it was before or after this. It must have been before, I think. No, after. Sorry, I meant to say after. But he was one of the people who helped host the online league. If I remember correctly. He was a good battler. But he was running a rain team, and a common issue of rain teams is that they struggle with Shedinja, because water types don't tend to get bug, fire, rock, dark, ghost coverage. Sometimes you get dark and ghost, but not enough. And because they're not very valuable offensive types, and because I had people register their teams and movesets, he couldn't just swap into them freely. So he had, like, one option to fight Shedinja or something, but he got hard-walled on Shade. And this whole thing about him slowly taking on Shade's personality was just a thing that happened. Like I don't know why he did that. I think it was just roleplay. I'm pretty sure it was just roleplay, right? I have to believe that. Because he also did some other things, like he would roleplay Team Rocket members. He would roleplay Michael Jackson for some reason. I don't remember if that was before Michael Jackson became super problematic or not. I think it might have actually been after. That would have been 2011-ish. So I don't remember. Probably was after. But like... Yeah, so he was probably just playing the bit, but he played the bit really well, and he didn't tend to break character after that. He really did just start, like typing ha 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 in the chat and increasing all caps after he lost and everything. Like he played the part very well, and he was disconnected from the community enough, despite being a regular, that he didn't really open up beyond that. So I was a little bit concerned about him. However, it was great for Shade as a character, because I sure didn't ever talk to him enough to establish a real explanation for that. He also did eventually just kind of disappear, for real. I remembered in the process of mentioning this that this is not the first weird coincidence thing that kind of helped Shade's lore as a ghost leader. Because I didn't mention this when Lithy came up a couple episodes ago, but Lithy is short for Lithium, which was her screen name, and all the online league leaders had screen names besides normally they would enter with Reborn League Clan Shade, Reborn League Kiki, etc. But Shade's alternate name was Lithium, and I on the user Lithium's request freed that up for her to use. And so there was kind of a line of discussion about if, because the incident that happened with her was very real, but it was a weird thing that contributed to, God, is that name just haunted, actually? So he tends to stack up some fun ghost-appropriate coincidences. Not that whole thing with Lithy was fun whatsoever, but silver linings, I guess. Alright. So I don't know if Dan did anything special. Knowing him, he probably did something ridiculous. He tends to do that. But he tells me that this just runs through. So let's see how it works. Julia was spring, Florinia was winter, Tanya was autumn, Amaria was summer. Rock type with rock polish. I don't know if I have a good rock type ready to go. We'll see if this goes. Oh, against Shelly. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. Nope, no fucking way. After that last shit weasel, gym's fucking closed. Get out of here. So this battle exists because we wanted to find an excuse for a rainbow field early in the game.
Yep.
And we are canceling the sun with Cloud9, so we should be able to sweep. Okay, actually, let me check my stats here. What we got? Calm. So that's minus attack, actually. Oh. I'm glad I didn't get rid of Water Pulse. Since Torkoal has such high defense, it might be better just to use this. Every time you fought the Magma Gang later, it always turned into that. Huh. Okay. Not the best start. I forgot I added this effect. Oh, that's why Cloud9 Golduck is good on this. What? Because it boosts a random stat each turn on Rainbow Field. I had forgotten about this. Yes, this is Marnie's themed Glitch Remix. Do I have a fave field? Fairy Tail, I think. Okay. So that's... So we're just getting free stats out here. Let's see if Aqua Tail does better. Great. I don't like getting accuracy twice. Like, that's kind of mid. Does it kill me? No, it doesn't have an electric move yet. Wait, did I raise attack by a Water Pulse? Why have I gotten accuracy 3 times? That's okay. We actually, like, 1 is fine. Accuracy 4 times. Okay, but I see the issue. I see why this works. Dan didn't mention to me about the Cloud9 effect on Rainbow Field. He forgot that detail. That explains it. I was so surprised by this because I'm like, Golduck? Really? Is that really gonna outspeed everything? And yes, if you get a speed boost, it sure will. Wow, okay. Can't you chumps take a goddamn hint? That's actually kind of neat. I have never used Cloud9 on Rainbow Field, I think. I'm sure that Autumn has, because Autumn has done so many Rainbow runs. But that's kind of cool. I feel like if we had a Sunny Day user, we could actually try that against Shelly. Hey, what's all this commotion? I said before, the gym is closed! Shelly's already been traumatized by watching a man drop off the bridge and splat right in front of her. And if that wasn't bad enough, the second she tries to get back on the horse, some chump shows up, calls her all sorts of bullshit in the middle of a match until she's on the verge of tears, and then just hammers it home until she's not even trying anymore. And the worst part is, he gets to fucking get away with his badge too because there's no league exception for emotional manipulation. Ugh! Oh.
Who's running this joint?
True. That's what this is about? That's actually why we're here. What? Yeah. See, we actually saw that guy on his way out. He was gloating about his sour win, too. I just about got as steamed as you are, Adam, but I'm a bit better at keeping calm. And then Amy gave him a walloping. So, in a way, justice is served. We came by to check on Shelly and make sure she was okay. I see. Come on in, I guess. At least his heart's in the right place. I mean, we only use 1 Pokemon there, but I'll go heal. You know, we just physically beat Fern. We just physically beat him up. Okay, Goldust have the level cap, actually. So, we'll just keep that on deck for Shelly. Because we have it. And, we'll get this friend some levels. Watch me forget Swallow's name live on stream in real time. The others are upstairs. There's another kid here, too. Got here around the same time as that jackass. But at least he had some basic fucking decency. So Cal could think that you just pulled him over into an alley and worked him over with a length of pipe. I mean, I think some players would like to think that as well. Oh, Amy, you made it. I almost got arrested before. But I gave him the puppy dog eyes and charmed my way out of it. Sounds like it was worth it. More challengers? Not if you're not up to it. We met that last guy too, and the way he treated you was far from okay. I'm so sorry, honey. Are you doing alright? I'm fine. She's just kind of been curled up here since. I couldn't believe the way Fern talked to her. Like the second she showed any sign of weakness, he just went all in, no hesitation. Absolutely disgusting. Alright, I get that we're all friends here, but we gotta be crowding in here right now. Is this necessary? Sorry, I was just concerned. Come to think of it, why are you here, Kane? Were you looking to challenge her as well? At some point, sure. But mainly I was looking for a girl named Heather. She said she was friends with... Oh no. No. That man. That was Heather's... I'm going to... I'll find a rag. I didn't realize she saw everything. I am so sorry. I'm just gonna go for now. Even I can't believe she knew the guy too. What are the fucking odds? Well, Victoria's cleaning her up and taking care of her now. I just wish there was something I could do. How does anyone expect a kid to deal with all this? If she's stressed to the point of getting sick. You think she needs a doctor? There's one nearby, right? I saw a sign for it in this world. Dr. Conger or whatever. Hey, you mind going to ask if he'll see Shelly? Maybe that's just what she needs after all this. This is the same dialogue, right? Okay, cool. Oh, excuse me. I was just leaving. Finally. Hi again. Oh, you're not Laura. Did you see her? She just left. Who are you? Why are you all glowy? Nobody is glowing, Anna. Huh? But that person clearly is. Oh, forget it. Come on, I'll introduce you to everybody. Okay, so I'm Anna. Hi. And this is my Jirachi, Nostra. Is there any functional family unit in this game? Is there any functional family unit in life? She says it's nice to meet you. Over there is my twin brother, Noel, and his Cleffa, Nomos. Nomos and Nostra are just dolls? But hi. Nomos says hi, too, I guess. Don't mind Noel, they're not just dolls. They're important magical guardians our parents left for us. Other than my pendant, they're all we have from them, so stop being ridiculous. You're one to talk. Anyway, that's my friend Charlotte. She's actually really, really pretty. You just have to see through the burn scars. For the last time, I don't have any scars. She's not lying, Anna. But, oh, right. I'm sorry, I'm so insensitive. I won't talk about them anymore, I promise. I was just saying that you're pretty. There's nothing to not talk about. Never mind. Hi. So you saw Laura on the way out, yeah? That's my sister. She's also one of Reborn's lead for. Awesome kind of runs in our family. No big deal. If you're gonna say that, you may as well mention how Anna... Yeah, Laura is so cool. And Charlotte and Noelle are also gym leaders. Anna? I wouldn't say Titania and Hari count, no. They're kind of in a rivalry. I'm gonna miss Laura, but I'm glad she's finally getting out. Felt like I'd never see the day. See, we're all stuck here until we either turn 18 or the good doctor finally decides to let us go. So, basically forever. The doctor is scary. Yeah, he has really strong electric type Pokemon, and he used it in his therapy. It really hurts. Nostra says that she thinks his past patients have died. I think so too, because when you're around him, if you listen carefully, you can hear a voice. Yeah, I still don't know about that one. So, Amy, what are you here for? Someone you know needs help? Oh no! That's terrible, but you mustn't bring her here. That'll only make her worse. Originally, this carpet was green. Yeah, it was important to change that. Hold on. Nostra says the doctor is coming. Eep!
Ah, a visitor. I was right to wonder at the noise. Greetings. I am Dr. Sigmund Connell, but you may refer to me simply as a doctor. How may I help you?
Hashtag Sigmund male.
True. Well, Amy just heard that there were gym leaders here and came by because of that. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else.
Is that all? Well then. Indeed, there are some particularly gifted individuals in our care. Several of them were able to inherit or earn high-ranking positions. You must have some degree of confidence in your skill as well. Orderly John, please conduct a brief examination of this challenger. Yes, Doctor. Begin.
I didn't originally intend Orderly John to become a main character. Not a main character, but a notable one. It just kind of happened. Also, I mentioned Girl Interrupted earlier, and I totally just took his name from the Orderly in that.
Most impressive, Amy. However, I'm afraid I cannot permit a proper battle with my clients at this time. We're currently renovating our arena, and the common areas are unsuited to large-scale battles. Furthermore, intense conflict with official stakes is a common precipitating factor for even non-participating clients' affects. It is regrettable, but it cannot be helped. You'll simply have to wait until a different time.
Well, that's too bad. Guess Amy will just have to be leaving now.
Hold, Anna. You seem quite eager to dismiss her.
Who, me? No, not at all. Why would I be?
Anna, do we need to have another discussion about manipulating others based on your hallucinations?
No.
Right. Why don't you tell me why you're really here, Amy? The Lapis Ward gym leader that... I see.
Hey, why is the player character so dumb here with no other option? Because I needed it to work out that way, I'm sorry.
I suppose I can schedule a quick evaluation.
Although really, like, as far as Shelly goes, he doesn't do anything bad to Shelly. For Shelly's sake, this actually works out. It's only Heather that it's a little bit awkward for. And that's just bad timing. Like, I feel like the player, especially if the player is seeing Sigmund earlier, there's not really a reason to refuse him, right? Now, granted, we probably give an option for that in some other cases, like Blake with the ring, but nah. I needed it to work out this way. That's the long and short of it, really.
I suppose I can schedule a quick evaluation. I have several other matters that require my immediate attention, but I will call on her a bit later. Thank you for letting me know. Do have a good day.
Psst. Nostra told me to tell you to tell her.
So Anna just told you, but fair, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. It's a matter of if you trust Anna. Which, I mean, trusting Anna a little too hard. That kind of becomes a thing later. Can't we make an option to hit him if we played the game once? just the punch people. We need like a punch people and turn back time button, and then a hug people button.
Rather than feelings...
Oh, sorry, that's Anna. Rather than feeling sad herself, she should think about helping the ones who's most hurt by what happened. If she does that, then she won't have time to feel bad.
Is something the matter? Exactly what are you whispering about? Nothing! Bye, Amy! Okay. Quick heal, and then Shelly Gym. Hannah's Guide to Emotional Processing. Just don't! Just don't process it! Just get involved in everybody else's business. Which, frankly, when you put it like that, kind of explains some of her issues. You're back. Emmy News. A doctor will come by later? That's probably best. A doctor? Am I sick? Oh, honey, no, not sick, no. We just want to make sure you're holding up okay. And you have a message for her? Help the one who's hurt most? That's right. What am I even complaining about? Heather's the one who lost her dad. I need to find her. Honey, no. What you need to do is stay here and rest. No, I think I'd rather be doing something, rather than sitting here and dwelling on it. I'll call Heather. We have kind of a signal. If I use my Pokémon to send an air slash up into the sky, she should come by. If she sees it. I'll send the signal out, and then... Amy, you're a League Challenger, right? Did you want to have a gym battle? You sure you're up to that? The last one didn't exactly go too hot. But I guess at least Amy isn't gonna be a jerk about it. I'm sure. It'll be a good distraction while we wait. If that's really what you want. Just don't push yourself too hard, okay? I'll go send the signal and then wait in my gym. Who pays for Anna's hairstyling? It's just pigtails. Pigtails. It can't be that bad. Just like space buns with pigtails. That's a thing. Does Heather know it's the anime? Probably. Just come by whenever you're ready. Poor thing. She's so strong getting through this like that. She's one hell of a kiddo. Half my age and twice as smart. How did you two meet? You seem like unlikely friends. Victoria's is just spiked up in the back. I don't think it's that bad. There are Pokemon hairstyles that are way worse than these guys. Like Canna Pokemon. I was affiliated with the League in the past too. I couldn't stand to see her being treated poorly by others. And it turns out she and I have more in common than I'd like to admit. Both of us have been overlooked and looked down on. At the end of the day, I just hope that she gets through it better than I did. A lot of people have trouble with Shelly's gym. I know I did first time she had me try it. If you get fed up with it, there's a trick you can use. It's hard to see, but there's a little light below each next correct monitor. Just follow the lights. Only works from blank slate, though. Keep your cool and be nice to her, or we're gonna have a problem. You end up fighting Victoria to battle Shelly against her own wishes. Yeah, that was one of the things I want to change. People felt like it was kind of a roadblock. Like, I feel like Victoria's reasons are not understandable in this case, but doing this twice between Shelly and Kiki felt bad. And so I just wanted to change it and get a better reason and have Victoria stop trying to limit choices, really. Keep your cool and be nice to her, or we're gonna have a problem. So Shelly's gym puzzle, right? How many of you guys have had trouble with it? And how many of you guys, I think every time I do this puzzle, I learn less about it. Yeah. So I put that mention in there from Cal pretty explicitly because that hint about the gym puzzle has been there forever. Yo, and I guess that's a good point, Audino. Because even if you agree with Victoria, then you still have to go through it. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation that way. Has always been one of the easier ones? Interesting. That is not a common opinion. Like, everybody has struggled with the puzzle. But okay, you can see them here. You see, look at the left versus right screen. If you look below, like, the edge of... Like, below the bottom of the monitor, On the left, there's just a solid yellow line. On the right, you can see it's kind of bright green. That's the light. Just the order hurts? I see. Yeah. So originally there were no hints. And the bookshelves were not color-coded. I expected people to just figure this out without any, just by trial and error, I guess. And it was worse. Shelly's puzzle is still rough, but has gotten nerfed repeatedly over the years to make it simpler and to add the color coding so that you can see more clearly which ones affect which. The trainers, I repeatedly have tried to make each of the trainers have better hints. Speaking of which, I should fight them as I talk. And then eventually, I adopted the light solution from... There's a puzzle in Tales of Symphonia. It is... I don't remember the name of the forest. But it's the one that's outside that elf village, where you kind of have to use like the wildlife in the area to progress by activating different plants. And the way that Symphonia does that is they show you which ones to activate by having butterflies fly around on the correct next one. So that was why I added the gem light thing. I figured it would just be like butterflies to guide you through the puzzle. And so the people on the inside are just stuck there once you finish the puzzle. That's true. They were not color-coded before, though, yeah. Every bug-type trainer has a grappling hook. That, you know what? That's a compelling reason to spec into the bug-type trainer tree. Alright, so this one first. Up here, let's fight these two real quick. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we can see the lights on this one. And I believe we just, yep. I used to just have this order memorized before I added the lights as well. But now I don't have to remember it. When out of you go. Pop this. Now, I don't remember if I changed it in 19, but this locks into place once you step across here. So I'm just gonna do that. I'll grab the leaf stone, I'll go back and heal, and then we'll come back and die to Shelly. Alright. Let's find out.
What did you think of my garden library? Sorry, I'm kind of a bookworm. Actually, I just spend a lot of time reading so I could be good enough for my brother. He's so cool. He's a gym leader in Johto. I wanted to be just like him, so I came here to do this. But no matter what I did, it was never good enough. He always just pretended like I didn't exist. It's fine though. I know my place. Sorry, we kind of got off topic, so you're here to fight, of course. As a heads up, some leaders fight in doubles. Like me, I prefer it because, well, I think it's nice for at least my Pokémon to have friends to fight alongside.
You go casually trauma dumps. Kick before kicking your shit in. That's true.
Anyway, let's get started. So, good luck.
Alright. This is my karma. This is my comeuppance. This is fine. We can do this. It's not even an issue.
Die.
An issue. Cass wants violence for everybody who suffered at the hand of Shelly. Somebody asked.
No, I just want violence. There's no reason for this.
Oh, okay. Understandable. Somebody asked earlier about Shelly getting nerfed, and actually I don't think she really got nerfed repeatedly like some others. It's just that Gen 7 changes made her really strong, and field changes made her really strong all at once, and so she became suddenly very strong in episode 18. She did get nerfed since then, so I'm not getting quite the full force of my own karma, but you know, still. Okay, so I'm gonna hope the power gem with the 4x just kills Masquerain. I'm going to nuzzle and Lumize. Hopefully we can keep that there for dead weight after Rain Dance. That is not what I expected. Oh, we do just kill it. God, Masquerain is not Masquerain. Vespiquen is so overrated. Okay.
Overrated?
Underrated. Underrated. You know, I didn't think about Unearth coming out quite already, but maybe what I'll do... Does Spiky Shield protect from status moves? I feel like there was a bug with this before. It does, right? Yeah, no, it's definitely weird. I want a Nuzzle because I'll take damage, but maybe I could try just Sweet Kissing Aerith. I'll just see if that goes through Spiky Shield because I forget it does on Forest. It specifically does on Forest. Okay. There was a bug with that before, which is why I'm unclear on that. And I think I played most of the time expecting that to be the expected interaction. Okay. So then I guess I'll Sweet Kiss Illumise and switch out to Golduck. Hopefully we live the attack and then can just kill Anorith next turn because there's no rain. Sweet Kiss missed. Cool. That's a good paralysis. I appreciate that. Let's make sure that the Anorith dies. I think we've established Water Pulse is probably more reliable. I don't think I need the extra power here from Aqua Tail. Easy. Okay. Then we will just get some damage on Illumise. That did fucking nothing. Alright, if we can get one more Nuzzle off... Oh god, please tell me we get one more Nuzzle off on this thing. There was a bug in the Bug-type gen? It was with Spiky Shield as a whole. But I guess by association, yeah. No. Yanmega is 100% going for... Actually, it could Giga Drain Golduck. If we Giga Drain Golduck and Nuzzle the Yanmega, then that's great. If not, I need to do as much damage as possible. I think the Chance of Confusion makes the difference in power better than Aqua Tail here. Lua is holding on as usual. Yeah, Lua just being the typical champ. Disable... I don't think so because it has 4 attacking moves. It's all really going to be strong, so I think it's Water Pulse. Wait, we outsped. How would we outspeed?
Okay, clearly we need to buff Shelly.
to 76 outspeeds. Paralysis is halving plus speed boost, so I think its speed is a little bit lower, but I don't know if it's that lower. I really want to... I'm hoping to get just Power Gem this fucking Yanmega, though. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go for it. No, that still outspeeds. Okay, okay, but we kill it. I think Heal Order might just heal a little bit extra. What have we got? I know we have a Rockwind on deck. The only thing we need for that is real power. Let's do this. Oh no. Rydog, Rydog, Rydog! Okay, yes. Great. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I think the AI would probably use a potion here, maybe, but we are in no items, so that's not going to happen. Can I heal Order actually to survive? It is boosted. No! I needed that to kill! Okay, I'm going to quick attack next turn. Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. I'll try. Okay. This actually did go really well. And I'm gonna say that that's mainly on Lua being a champ, and that's mainly on Vespiquen Power Gem, just nuking both Masquerain and
Did you just beat Shelly first try?
Well, I haven't technically done it yet, but I'm about to, yeah.
Wow, I can't believe that Victoria 2 is harder than Shelly.
Oh, we're refreshing Rain Dance too, lol. Oh! I mean, I think this goes easier if I just get the speed in return. Bonk. That did less than I thought. Wow. This Volbeat is actually showing up. It usually doesn't do that. This must be some kind of mistake. But surely, unless Seawick hits himself right here, then this is it. Please. No! Okay, but still. It's fine. No, fuck. Son of a bitch. Shit. Oh, fuck. The confusion. No. I'm seeing all of my lives flash before my eyes. Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Failing again.
It's fine. Okay, everything's fine. Slash. Great. Okay. Yes, first try. Woo! Karma does not win today.
I'm still not good enough, huh? Yeah. I probably never will live up to his expectations. Not like this, at least. But it's okay. You did really well. Since you have that badge now, Pokemon up to level 40 are probably gonna like you. It also lets you use the move Rock Smash outside of battle. And, oh, here, take this, please. It's not a Nuzlocke. That contains the move Struggle Bug. It's a pretty unique move in that it's both offensive and defensive. Just call out my thanks for, helping me deal with everything.
Okay, and we still have like a whole hour here. Wow, that was unexpected. I totally expected to... Why did I struggle more against Corey than Shelly? Done already? It's a bad sign that the only gym fight without Vulpix went really smoothly. That's true. If I had Vulpix there's a decent chance I would have lost, unfortunately. That's okay. Once it's a Ninetales, that won't be a problem. Just don't just get immediately distracted. Meditation is about maintaining focus even when something happens in the environment around you. Sure. Well, it doesn't matter now. We may as well talk. I take it you won then? Congratulations! I had just been teaching Cal some basic techniques for maintaining composure. Seems like a lot of people get frustrated around here. Excuse me. I believe I was called for? We already have an Ice Stone. I don't know when it's available without the Vulpix password, but because of the Vulpix EV password, you can get an early one for it. In service to the gym leader, is she present?
Sorry, you're looking for me? You're the,
Dr. Sigmund Call, at your beckon. I specialize in children's services and mental health. Do you know why I'm here today?
Because I wasn't feeling so great earlier. There was,
She saw things a kid shouldn't have to see. And then to top it all off, some ignoramus jerk-off challenger came in here and all but spit in her face. I see. I suppose you two are her parents?
What? As if?
Legal guardians, then.
Sir, if you will, I'm here with the signed consent of my parents. They live abroad, and my brother too. The expenses are taken care of via the league salary, and so it's just me.
But in good legal and financial standing. To be independent at such an age is truly impressive.
Thank you, sir. It was the same for my brother, so I wanted to challenge myself to be like him.
And then your relation is just a concerned friend. Look, just focus on her, will you? It appears to be a peculiar friendship.
Cal and I met through the league. We got along and talked a lot because... Well, because he's like me.
In what sense exactly?
It was the same with his brother. In both of our cases, it was our reason for entering the league.
It was stupid. And I already stepped out of that a while ago. Ah, yes, Cal Whitaker, was it? Your successor is a client of mine. I recall hearing about the circumstances before your resignation. I admit, I was quite bemused to hear that a fire-type gym leader would lose to a team full of ice types like that. Hey, shut up. For what purpose, I wonder? Do you live in denial to yourself about the incident? Or are you simply embarrassed to admit failures in front of present company? How about you stop fucking running your mouth about shit you don't understand, chump?
Cal?
It was merely a question of curiosity. After all, I find it prudent to consider the precipitating factors in a prospective client's immediate and social environment.
How common is the phrase precipitating factor, by the way? Do you guys know what that means? I know of that because of my work, but I don't know if that's a common phrase outside of it.
For instance, you what?
I know what it means.
Okay.
Precipitation is what falls from the sky.
Yes. I know what it means, but you've never heard it before this. Okay, so not common, but not unheard of. Know that because of career? Great. Okay, that's good enough for me. That makes me feel a bit better that this isn't so esoteric. For instance, extended exposure to individuals who are quick to anger could easily explain a timid disposition. That's mostly due to the Darkest Dungeon narrator. Wait, where is it come up there? What the fuck are you trying to say? It is paradoxical, in fact. The girl claims to have bonded with you over your relationships with your respective brothers, and yet the very mention of him appears to serve as a trigger to aggression for you. Stop trying to fucking psychoanalyze me, asshole. You're here for her.
Cal, it's...
What the fuck do you know about adults anyway? Aren't you a pediatrician? I am a psychologist with a focus in developmental psychology. Yeah, like, Sigmund is correct here. Like, he may be a shitbag, but this time he is right. I am a psychiatrist with a focus in developmental psychology. But you only work with children, right? At the moment, I am not entirely convinced that you aren't one. What did you just fucking say?
Please. Cal, maybe this is a good time for us to try...
I don't want to hear it. This chump thinks he can just bust in here and act like he knows us all better than we know ourselves. I was requested to come. Some fucking doctor.
Cal, please, he was just trying to understand.
Understand what exactly?
That we both just want to be left and seen by our brothers.
Like hell I do. Wait. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to... Step away from the girl, Mr. Whitaker. Mr. Whitaker? I haven't... Last time I heard that was... I'm going. Young lady, are you hurt?
Not really. It was just a shove and the couch is soft. He didn't mean to.
You do not have to minimize or make excuses for him.
It was my fault for getting too close anyway.
Leave us. Extraneous company has done enough harm for one moment.
Sure thing. Let's go, Amy. Hey. That was...
Oh. When was that last heard? That would have been when somebody was confronting his father about his abuse. This is just more cycles of trauma. Fucking awful of me. I know. I said I wouldn't be like him, and yet I never wanted to hurt her. Why the fuck did I? Hey, just leave me alone. Someone like me doesn't deserve to be treated with kindness. I don't think that's going to help. There's nothing to help. I fucked up and I can't take it back. That's that. The best thing I can do now is just go away. What if I told you there was a place you could go far away from here, where you could learn to control your emotions? Where? Have you heard of Apophel Academy? No. It's just across Ozarn Lake. Actually, it's where I live. Our sensei, Kiki, would be able to help you, no doubt about it. I can take you there, if you'd like. You think you can help someone like me? I think it would be a mistake not to try. Fine. Lead the way. With pleasure. Did something happen? Oh, you got your gym badge. Congrats. Is Shelly holding up? I was hoping to face her too, but I understand if she needs more time. Hey, would you be up for a match? I'd love to feel your strength for myself. Just to see how I measure up. Before I go challenging her, I mean. Besides, I saw that doctor go in there. It'll be a good way to pass the time until she's ready. Let me heal your team and then talk to me when you're up for it. Let's go ahead and lead Ursaring. It's a safe, solid bet. Brion, okay. We slashed the Brion. Alright, we can take this. We can just wake up in time. It's not a problem, we just wake up in time. Yeah, see? Easy game. Marowak. Okay, that's fine. I'll go ahead and get most of the damage in while I can. Golduck is the easy answer. I'm just like, is it feasible for me to just get some EXP on other things here? Probably. Well, I'm very glad you like it. This is gonna be an issue. I'm glad I saved Golduck for this, actually. We're gonna down. That's fine, that's fine. Pain. I probably should have Aquatailed. I should have Aquatailed. I should have done it. Or Zen Headbutt, even. Actually, no, Aquatail's stronger. And I should have Water Pulse there for the 100% accuracy. I am so getting bent over here. I don't really have anything that's great to hit this. Yeah, whatever, we'll just Aqua Tail. Take the L, send this in, Power Gem until it dies. Wow, maybe, okay. If that didn't kill, I think the Vespiquen would have died. Actually, no, Knockoff wouldn't have done as much damage. Toxic. Yeah, sure. This is not a dating sim. We're not doing that. Well, I can see how you beat her. But man, how you get so strong like that? Yeah, I just didn't have any, like, actual bug moves. Because those are both non-damaging moves. Wait, hold on. Heather? His sprite, like, stuttered there a little bit. I wonder what that's up about.
Oh, it's you two. I saw Shelly call me a while ago, but what are you doing here?
Actually, I was looking for you. I heard about your dad. I know that isn't easy to deal with, having to fend for yourself all alone, especially in a big city like this. And I know what it's like too, so I wanted to make sure you're alright.
What? Yeah, it's not like it's hard. Who needs parents anyway? All they do is tell you a bunch of stupid things you're not supposed to do. Like they know any better.
Excuse me, but if I heard... I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of the meme that was circulating a while ago. Where someone just comes out of the building like, Bonjour! Excuse me, but if I heard it correctly, you've separated from your legal guardian.
Who the heck are you? It's none of your business, old man.
Actually, it is exactly my business. You see, I run a service for the children of the Reborn. I give homes to those who have none. Food, shelter, even many friends, just like yourself. Does that sound nice to you, Heather, was it?
For someone who is listening in, you sure don't listen very well. Like I said, I don't need any of that. I'm fine all by myself.
There's no need to be so rude. I am offering you a home.
Heather's new legal guardian assignments. I like that, actually.
Everything you could need to stay safe, get your life on track. Why do you resist?
Because you're a creep. No girl would ever want to be around you.
Indeed. Well, I would say that you leave me little option. However, it is you who does not have a choice.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, that's okay. Hey, geezer, how about you lay off the girl? Excuse me, I am not a geezer. I am a doctor. I've worked many hours for that title, and I expect to be addressed appropriately in turn.
What's he got up his butt? Fine then. Lay off the girl, Dr. Geezer.
This is the part of the job I do not like. Under Article 4, Section 9, Clause 3, I am responsible for the care and custody of all vagrant children in the city of Reborn. Under Article 7, Section 2, Clause 2, I am granted the authority to adopt into custody any discovered vagrant child within the city limits, provided he or she does not have a legal guardian willing or able to claim custody of them or equivalent legitimized documentation of emancipation.
Forget that. I'm out of here. Salamence, it's...
I think not, child.
Hey, ow, that hurts.
Oh, shit.
Hey, let her go. I suggest you not interfere. Physical interruption to standard city procedures can and will qualify as personal assault, delinquency, and obstruction of justice, and will thus
Oh my god,
result...
you should've just been a fucking lawyer.
True. In a criminal record and lawsuit against your name. Do have a good day.
Hey, let me go. Hey.
I wasn't prepared to have to pronounce that line.
Then you shouldn't have written it.
I shouldn't have, but on the other hand,
Clearly,
definitely one of the best lines.
bad writing. Because
Messy writing.
If it's not something that somebody could say, then how is Kane saying it?
Yeah, that's just clumsy.
You're going to hell for that.
That wasn't just Heather just now, was it?
Shelly's having a really bad day. She has seen somebody die. She has lost 2 battles. She has been emotionally abused. She threw up. And now she just watched her best friend get taken into custody.
Okay, low-key, don't mean to rain on the parade, but I'm pretty sure Heather's having a worse day.
That's true. Heather is having a worse day.
Was it really?
Yeah, he's forcibly taking her into custody or something.
What? He can't do that. He can't do that, can he?
Well, with what happened to her dad.
Oh, no. Oh my goodness.
But we're not just gonna let this happen.
What do you mean?
Well, we can't just leave her in the clutches of Dr. Butt.
But if we do anything, won't we get in trouble?
Could we make a case to being Heather's guardian since Corey wanted us to look after her? Probably. Probably could make the case, but it might take time for the legal paperwork to be settled. And we know Heather loves his law. Heather loves his law.
Heather loves his law?
Sigmund loves his law.
Yeah, she should have been a lawyer.
Yeah, you're right. We can also make the case by beating up Sigmund, smiley face, true. We could maybe be arrested. Maybe put in jail. Big trouble. But Heather's already in trouble, so I'm gonna take that chance. The law doesn't know what's best for her. I believe her when she says she's doing fine on her own. Living day to day is hard, but it's not as hard as people make it out to be. Not when you've got good friends around. And she made it pretty clear she doesn't want to be up there. So she has to deal and suck it up. Just because a few legal documents and some old guy said so? I don't think so. He dragged her in there, all but kicking and screaming. We can pull her out. You with me? I knew you'd see it my way.
Okay, let's do it.
Huh? You're coming too?
Yeah. If that's okay.
Well, none of this is okay, depending on who you ask. But I'm happy to have you. The more the merrier.
She's my friend, and I was the one who called her here. And the doctor only came here for me. It's my fault this even happened, so we'll do our best to make it right, maybe?
You got it. Let's not keep her waiting.
Right.
Oh, I suppose I am taking poison damage that entire conversation. If I mention upgrade, we'll cast Chuck It? What upgrade?
I'm so prepared to forget about the tea that I'm making. Hey, baby. Baby.
It's locked. I think you could try it yourself.
Maybe we take a screwdriver to the hinges. Forgot I added that. The noise is heard from inside. Alright, wait, that just opened?
Really?
It wouldn't budge for us at all. Alright, team, let's move.
She's so hot.
What are you doing, you stupid creep? Let go of me already!
Subject lashes out with verbal and physical aggression and refuses to listen to either instruction or reason. Let's begin with initial treatment at 100 volts.
Do you really think you can get away with this, you dirty old man?
I guess we removed the, guaranteed rain for this part. I didn't really think about that.
Wow, I mean, bad video game.
Ah, she scratched me. Restrain her and make that 110 volts instead.
Oh shit, that's like accidentally touching a power outlet.
Now, Heather, just hold still. You might feel a little shock.
Wow, that was terrible.
I know. I wasn't prepared to do that.
That was really, really bad. That better be going in the fucking YouTube video. In fact, could we please have that in the YouTube video? Could you, splice it several times so that,
Oh,
maybe,
no.
Maybe, everybody can really understand what we did here.
I don't want to actually scream, it's correct. Oh my god.
Like that?
Yeah, that's why we didn't want to do that.
Hi again. I saw Amy's glowing us through the wall, so I unlocked the door.
Glowiness.
Amy glows. It's amazing. Hi, I'm Anna. Nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm Kane. You're pretty peppy. She always is. And always when it's least appropriate.
But that's when it's most necessary.
So, why are you guys here? Is it about the girl that was just brought in? She was kicking and screaming the whole way. Not that that's unusual.
We're going to save her.
Yeah, it's a prison break. You guys want to come? Are you kidding? I was halfway out the door by the time you said prison break. Metaphorically, if nothing else.
Well, we're not leaving without Heather.
Of course you aren't. Besides, it's only a matter of seconds till the Orleys crash the party and toss you out. Our Pokémon were confiscated, so we can't help. Not with that attitude. I bet I can hold a few of them up for you. But if you don't come back for me, heads are gonna roll. Deal? Deal.
Charlotte, what are you doing?
Creating a diversion. Hey. Hey, assholes. Give me my cigarettes. You know we can't do that, Charlotte. Sure you can. You have the keys. Just go and get them.
Oh, hi.
Hey, baby. I love you.
Is she purring?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's purring.
Yeah. She started stream on the desk.
Oh, good.
Charlotte, we're going to have to ask you to calm down and drop this. And I'm going to have to decline. I want my...
Do you want to go play the video game? Oh, she's going to come play the video game.
She sure is.
Scoots keyboard away from
Yeah.
Kira.
I want my fucking squares. What else are you gonna do? Throw me in the circuit? Hey, what's the circuit?
It's where they put the really bad kids to be alone.
Oh, I'm so scared. Like that worked the last 50 times. We could do that. You're asking for it. Try me. Fine, let's go, Charlotte. No, give me a... Let go of me.
I'm giving her really good chin scratches so you can see her on camera.
Yeah. Ow, she bit me. Hey, help me out here. Get her into the circuit.
Oh my gosh, is she baby? Baby bite.
Yeah. Who's that in the doorway? Oh, they saw us.
Baby child is reading your comments and judging you.
Yes, hi you. It's currently outside of visiting hours. We're going to have to ask you to leave. Well, we're going to have to decline. Amy, Shelly, let's go. Right.
We beat them?
Here, hold on. You've got so many white screens. Here we go. There's a white screen. See?
There we go. That helps, yeah.
Now you're much brighter.
Yeah. So if we had triples in game, that would definitely be a triple battle. But as it is, you can either fight with Kane or Shelly there now. Depending on... If Kane doesn't like you, you end up with Shelly, basically, because you haven't had a whole lot of points with Shelly yet. Need to click back in here. Quickly, warn the doctor. Lock down the quarters.
You're really strong. I'm Anna. Your name is Shelly, right? Wanna be friends?
Here, I'll let you have one light.
Thank you, Riley.
Friends? But I know, you already have so many friends. But there's room for one more, right? I don't have many friends. The last one got mad at me anyway. Of course you have a lot of friends. Can't you see all the strings? Strings? For every friend a person makes, an invisible thread is tied between them. And you have so many around you. I've never seen so many. There must be a lot of people who really care about you. Really? Yeah, and it's one more, since we're friends now.
The other Orleys are probably going to come back soon. Well, that won't do. I'll hold them off as best I can. You guys find Heather. Take a defensive position at the doorway. Then they have to face you individually. Great idea. You're pretty smart, kid. Nuga King baby, you're up. Quickly, at least grab him. The fewer clients loose, the better.
Noelle!
Oh.
If you hurry, you can catch them. I'll follow your lead, Amy. Let's hurry.
Okay. And as of this, you can do this in different order than before, but you lose a relationship point if you do, because you're not prioritizing Noelle, so we won't worry about that. So for those of you who don't know, I used to work at a place basically like this. Like, I was basically an orderly. And incidentally, I am pretty sure I worked there after making this part of the game. It wasn't an orphanage, but it was a halfway house for youth transitioning out of jail, and the roles were pretty much the same, and we shared staff and administration with a place that was more similar. Orderly Ame would like to battle, it's true. So some of this is a little weirdly familiar, but like at the place that I worked, we had something, and I'm not kidding about this, by the way, it wasn't a meme yet, we had something called a BOFA. which was that's
I'm
the
sorry.
yeah we had.
Excuse me.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
Any of you watching stream, leave now. Because this is gonna really just be a very, very long setup, and you just know what's coming at the end of it.
No, I'm serious. It was short for breath of fresh air, and that's what it was called when we let clients take a 10-minute break outside of the house. And
I wonder what they got out there.
the irony was that it was absolutely for all of them in every case just a smoke break. And yet we still called it that.
Or smokes these nuts.
I guess we are smoking these nuts, but yeah, they did of course use the D's technique. But I think the fact that that it was so explicitly they were allowed to do that meant that pretty much everyone there did end up starting smoking. I don't know. So I could see it being similar at other places. Yeah, for what it's worth, I don't really agree with the doctor's methods. That was stethoscope dialogue. We can talk to the kids real quick since someone mentioned it.
Why are the orderlies mad at you? We may have knocked a few of them around. Don't take my actions as an example. Stay in school. Avoid violence. Hi, who are you? Are you new here? Oh, I'm Shelly. This is Amy. We're just, passing through.
Yeah, sure, you'll end sing for Big Cigarette. Above are the children's quarters. Outsiders may not enter. So that's a weird case where even though those guys look like they're normal trainers, they're not actually set up as normal trainers. The like exclamation thing and walk forward is set manually as an event trigger on that square, and I just try my best to make it look like the trainer automation. I need it to be manual so that I can have them close the door after the fight. This won't do. I'll just close the gate to shut you out. Oh, Sigmund, yeah, so in part, yes. It's Sigmund for being a psychologist, but also Sigmund Connell, if you take the start and end of that, it's Signal for electricity.
How are we going to get to Noel now? Maybe Anna will know? Let's go ask her.
So I'm glad that people enjoyed Sigmund's post-game story. That was fun to make. Let's talk to these kids while we're here. Am I gonna be in trouble too? Signal command. Yeah.
No, it's okay. We'll take care of everything. What's going on? They took my friend. We're gonna get her back. We couldn't. They locked the door. That's no good. How would they expect us to rescue anyone if they go and do a thing like that? Just as well. I think there's a door opening thingy in the lab. It's down the hall and to the left. We're not allowed to go in there. That's why I know all about it.
Okay, and we can step in here early. I think probably what I'll do. So let's step in here. I guess we can't get into the other room yet, right? We'll read the trainer files in this room, and then I think probably I'll call it for today because I didn't expect to get this far past Shelly, and we can save this and have a decent amount of stream for before Shade, and after that next week. How do I get Noel to stop thinking I don't care about his well-being and capacity for good while also calling him a Dumbo for thinking otherwise? Isn't that the question? I have some people I'd like to answer that question for. Alright. We can't go in here, right? Yeah. So we'll take a moment, read these patient files, and then I think I will go ahead and call it for the night. Yeah, like, you don't have to. Your save file will still work, but there were a lot of changes to the early game. If you played through recently, then don't worry about it. But if you feel like it'd be fun to play again, then you might find it a bit different. And yeah, you can still add that password to E19, even if you're running an old E18 save file. Okay, let's start here. Heather. Read. The form hasn't been filled out yet. Okay, that's boring. We can look at this. Mystical vision list. Shelly is covered in strings. Charlotte is covered in burn scars. Ame is covered in age. True. Lots of covering here. Charlotte Belrose. Age of intake, 6 years. Diagnosis, antisocial personality disorder. Notes, client struggles to identify and process personal emotions. Client demonstrates a lack of empathy for other individuals. Client appears to fixate on dynamics of control, often for the purpose of manipulating others to her own impulses. Client is prone to periodically create power struggles as a method of validation of her own personal agency. Client engages in duplicitous behavior seemingly for the sake of doing so, including smuggling contraband into the facility and lying about otherwise inconsequential matters. Client believes herself to be personally responsible for the death of her parents and has thoroughly internalized this as guilt. Her apathetic emotional affect regarding the incident and her subsequent emotional detachment appear to be coping mechanisms to withstand the trauma. Treatment plan. Psychoanalytic talk therapy and exploration of repressed emotions, feelings, and her resistance to vulnerability. ECT has been explored as a tool to reconnect with and process otherwise unfelt emotions. Anna Doe. Age of intake, 6 years. Diagnosis, auditory and visual hallucinations. Provided by an anonymous party. Client demonstrates a worsening disconnect from reality. Client reports visual hallucinations, such as seeing non-existent burns, scrapes, and moisture around other people.
Me too.
What? You finished
I'm a
dating like 2 years
moisture
ago?
expert.
I don't know about that, hun. Like 2 years ago? I see. Yeah. Look, if you played that 2 years ago, I'd say just replay. If that doesn't sound daunting, you absolutely can continue. But we changed a lot of the early game. I think that you would enjoy a fresh playthrough. Most people have enjoyed doing it. Client reports hearing voices coming from imaginary friends or other unknown sources. Like, these client files didn't exist in E18. The area is kind of still the same, but you can do it in a different order now, and the areas before this changed, some of them, and the story's progression here has changed a bit. As client matures, client appears to believe in these friends more concretely rather than less. Symptoms first began around the age of 9. Saphira does have a file, but it's in the other room, so we'll come back to that later. Client does not yet meet other conditions for early diagnosis schizophrenia, but the situation will continue to be monitored as it develops. It is possible these hallucinations are a disingenuine, attention-seeking pattern of behavior. This could serve to allow her to create an elevated sense of significance in lack of other legitimate emotional connections. Staff are advised to ignore all claims of non-existent stimuli so as not to enable deceptive behavior. Psychoanalytic treatment plan. Psychoanalytic talk therapy for the purpose of directly acknowledging repressed feelings of loneliness and isolation. ECT has been used to experiment with its effects on the reported hallucinations. I'm not sure that's the right effect there. That might be a typo. Somebody might want to report that.
You're a typo.
Yeah, no. You can get there before post-game. Yeah. Not right now, but shortly. In a few more battles, we can get there. No. That's intentional. Yeah, Sigmund really didn't consider that. On several occasions, the clients reported no longer hearing the described stimulus after sessions. However, the success has been inconsistent. Noeldo. Age of intake, 6 years. Diagnosis, autism spectrum disorder. Notes, provided by an anonymous party. Client is able to verbally communicate about feelings and experiences, but does not express emotional affect naturally. Client occasionally misunderstands implicit meanings in dialogue and struggles to intuit the feelings of others. Staff are advised to take a literal and direct approach when issuing commands. Client is habitually docile and well-behaved, but reports enduring stress from day-to-day conflict in the environment. Client also demonstrates a particular despondence in occasions where he feels unincluded, indicative of sensitivity to neglect. It is likely that his awareness of the circumstances of his arrival to the facility contribute to a perceived sense of inferiority. Treatment plan. Psychoanalytic talk therapy for the purpose of directly acknowledging repressed feelings of abandonment and neglect. ECT has been used in exploration of the effects it might have on cognitive processing. He does really love to use ECT. Alright. It's about 15 minutes early, but I think that this is a decent place to stop. We're just going to have a bunch more battles here. So some story content is nice to end on. Thank you all for hanging out. It has been great having you. As usual. Electric Clyte Torchestra. Aaron, we're gonna have to talk about your word privileges after this. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out. Bye-bye.